Turn the light off. Well, here we are in the barn on my own. See if anything occurs while I'm sat here. And feels alright at the moment. See what the team come up with. Just let them know that I'm ready to go when they are. Let's see what the time is. We know what time we're working to. It's now 10:15. Right, I'm ready.
Okay, we're just settling down. Give us just a sec. In the meantime, can you keep an eye on that door, see if it opens for me?
I would if I was near it.
Let you off then.
Could you actually hear it move, or was it just something you saw? Because I might be able to hear it. I have closed it.
No, I just turned around, I'd be back to it for 10 minutes, turned around and it was open.
Yes, I might not notice that then.
If you're standing there away from the door, you might, for security, then just want to prop it shut.
Why, who else is coming?
Bad guys.
Well, it seems alright at the moment. I can't see very much. There's a little bit of ambient light coming in from the windows on one side.
Dave, are you ready?
Yes.
Starting to record 3, 2, 1, now.
We have started.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. There's only a little bit of ambient light coming in through the windows, lighting up some of the wooden framing in here. Can't really see anything else. I've got a rough idea where some things are anyway, due to the number of times we've been here. Just have to stick with it and see what happens, I think. Might ask out just to see if somebody can communicate or send across the thoughts of the team. Is anyone here who can hear me? Or indeed can see me sat here? We're here to communicate with you, to experience that you're here with us, but also as part of this experiment we're running, the rest of the team up in the other building will be asking for stuff to happen to me that I can notice, which is stuff that you can cause. So you can listen to them as well as me, see what can happen, then hopefully we'll see how we go.
We've now sent Dave over to the barn and we're going to sit in the lecture room seeing if we can send messages to Dave in the barn. We've all thought of an area on his body that we would like him to feel, and we've also for the shape and the colour. So we're going to go with the body first, and we're going to ask if anybody here can help us convey these messages to Dave in the barn. Firstly, we'd like Dave to receive a pain in his right wrist.
We should leave a gap in between this. We don't rattle through it, do we?
No, everyone's kind of think of.
So everyone can think of that pain in Dave's right wrist. Either by our own thought or by somebody else assisting us, can Dave feel a pain in his right wrist. And likewise, if somebody's in here with us, please make yourself known.
Bit of a different feeling actually, being in a building completely on your own. Don't feel nervous particularly. It's just different being away from everyone else more than anything else. You get used to hearing everyone else's chatter. Absolute quietness, that because you know you're the only one here. It's down to you to make a noise that you can hear. It's quite different. I get the impression of a young girl here, somewhere over. I might take the camera off the tripod actually, just to show you where. I'll find somewhere else to put the mic down there, but the camera. Right. Lift this off. This off like this. Impression of a girl wearing a yellowy dress with the flowing dark hair, about 7 or 8 years old, and she appears to me to be somewhere over in this direction, over here, over towards that beam there. The impression that feeling that bothered by something. Is there anyone here? Why don't you come and sit with me on one of these chairs?
There's batteries and some was recording inside.
No, it's not clicking in the middle of the table.
Ignore him on a chair with a heater tapping away.
The heater's going on the thermostat now, so it's going to keep clicking.
That was on the table.
If there's anyone in the room with us, can you do that again, please?
Whose tummy is that? Very
I
immense.
think that's mine.
He hasn't got any D20s. Terrible.
I want to ask for Dave to feel intense heat around his head and neck, specifically. If you can make him feel really hot all of a sudden.
That second tap was my chair, but the first one wasn't.
So if you can help Dave feel an intense heat around his head and neck, can you do that now, please?
It's very difficult because you don't actually know. I'll turn the camera around and talk to you from here. It's very difficult because you don't actually know what you're thinking, because you're getting the feeling from here itself, as though there's something here that you should be describing, or whether it's coming from the team, but I get the impression of a dog. Sort of brown in colour, Alsatian sort of size, but maybe not that type of breed. Don't know, I get the impression of it being here, maybe. Is there anyone here who can communicate to me? Anyone here who can say anything? Does make what I'll make having this, so I'll put it back on its stand for now. Not sure if I can see where that is. Oh, here we are. I can see it. There we go. Hopefully that's still got me in it.
I've almost got the feeling that Dave is also thinking of stuff that happened to us in here. Does that turn it around again? But
That's interesting. Did you think that when you was in there?
No, I didn't think of that.
Have you felt anything then? 'Cause I haven't.
yeah, I felt, I know he asked for Ian to feel sad, but I suddenly felt really quite emotional just now. For no particular reason came when it just popped in my mind that it's Dave actually. I'm not sure he did that, but I did feel that. So whether it's Ian, I don't know.
Slight sensation like I can feel someone's breath on the side of my face. It's very faint, but it feels more distinct than any kind of breeze or anything that's coming in. If there were anything coming in, I can't feel any. I haven't felt any on the other sessions we've done tonight here.
Ian?
I'd like someone's assistance, whether there's someone here to go over there and do this for me, or if anybody over there can hear me. I'd like someone to go up to Dave and to flick his left ear. Could somebody help us with that, please?
there anyone here? Can you do something distinct to let me know you're here? Experiencing a slight pain in the right side of my chest at the moment, and also kind of in my right arm, just above the elbow, between my elbow and my shoulder. It's quite painful, almost like someone's, almost like it's being squeezed. I'll try and remember all this later when we go back. Trying to remember what's on the tray before people start removing stuff. So I remember these: the girl, the dog, and the breath on the face. Feeling of cautiousness with the girl, and this kind of pain, chest and right arm. In fact, the chest is worn off now. Chest feels okay, but the arm's still quite painful as it happens. Is there anyone here causing that? Can you make yourself known in some other way? Can you make a noise? Can you show yourself? Move something?
I know there's a male energy in this room because I really feel it very strong. I really need you to do me a favour right now. Please, 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 can you go and visit Dave and cause 3 footfalls? Walk up to Dave. Please, can you do that for me? And please, can we all think about aiding this person to do that? 3 footfalls.
See how we're doing time-wise, shall we? 10 minutes to go. 25 to 10. Or 11. That was. Yeah, 11.
It's pretty quiet over there.
Nothing a lot going on to report.
Okay, we've chosen a shape and a colour, which is a circle and is yellow. And then we're all going to concentrate on a circle which is yellow, and hopefully Dave will receive this message either by ourselves or by the help of somebody else. So if anyone in this room can help us with a yellow circle, can you please do that now? Is there someone over there?
Yeah, I feel like emotional again. Don't know why. It's
temperature's on.
Mm.
Is there somebody in here with us over there?
Can you help us, please? Can you visit our friend Dave in the barn? If you can help, please knock the table.
Thought I felt a slight knock in the bottom of my chair
Really?
just before I got there.
I'm just going to talk things over as they pop into my mind. Let you know all about those. Because it may or may not be nothing. The name Muriel as well suddenly comes into my mind. I don't know why. I don't know what's that's linked with. But just in case the team are chucking that out at me, I'll mention it. There's a noise there. Is there someone there? But the camcorder picked that up. Very faint noise. Somewhere over towards my right hand side, somewhere over there. Don't know. We know there are bats in this building. Possible it was a bat. Anybody make that faint tap just now? Can you do a louder one, please? Can you do that now? Another faint one might come out. Sounded like it was up above the floor level, over in that direction. Come on then, can you do some more?
An echo.
Yeah,
Do that.
I did.
Is there a man in here with us?
Can you make the noise louder, please? Just so we're sure.
You can hear that, but there's some sort of noise. I'm not sure whether it's like a squeaking like a mouse or whether it's a whistling type noise. It's very little wind, but it sounds like a human whistle. Maybe, is there anyone I can hear who's whistling? Want to come any closer and do that? No improvement in the lighting actually. I still can see bugger all really. See a bit closer the stuff right in front of me.
You alright?
Yeah. I just keep thinking I hear things and I
I
don't know.
thought I heard a man's voice then.
Is he?
Just before you asked if he's alright, because I looked over this way, because I was wondering also whether I could hear the gravel outside.
I could hear something, that's why I
I
was
thought I heard movement.
I thought I heard footsteps in the gravel outside, which is why I couldn't look over this way just to focus my attention that way.
Because this man believed in temperance. What is temperance? Is that like abstaining from? It's like a strict.
Not.
Yes, like everything in moderation, isn't it? think.
Is that right?
Or have I got the wrong end of the stick?
I don't know what it means.
I've heard that
Yeah,
before.
I've heard it.
How's the word?
In
I
that
don't know what it
context.
means.
It's like being,
I've heard it in a religious context.
yeah, but it's also strictness within yourself to say if you liked drinking, you would not do it, you know, because you would abstain from doing it because you just feel strongly inside that you shouldn't do it.
Right. We should add some of that.
Oh, we've got about 5 minutes left. You'll bring this to me now. I don't know whether they're going to do the same thing we did with Ian and think of a shape and a colour, but a couple of times now into my mind I've had an orange circle come to mind. I don't know why. Might just be because I was thinking of that experiment and what they might think of. Not really sure. But, I'll stick that down just in case that may happen to have done so. I think your mind starts wandering really, because I was in on it before with the experiment with Ian, and you kind of know what we did and how it was discussed. And then when you sit in here on your own, your mind starts expecting things to happen and start kind of preempting, maybe, or try and second guess what they might be thinking of. It's quite difficult to differentiate something that's your mind wandering and thinking of something as opposed to what's actually coming into it, because that's what's actually happening. We've got not got long left, so if there's anyone with me who does want to make themselves known to me, can you please do so in the next few minutes? A little bit sparse on the noise front. You know, previously you've been louder and clearer with things that you've done in here. Also with how you've appeared to us as well, emotions and everything else. See what time is. I don't know if it's down to me to call it or not. About a minute left. Don't know what your consideration is time-wise, but I'll just check my watch and it looks like we've got about 2 minutes left.
Sorry, repeat.
Yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are time-wise, but I've just looked at my watch and it looks to me like we've got about 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
We just finished.
That's about right then. I'll see you in a sec. There we go, job done. Experiment over.
Switch that off. Hello, Dave.
Hello, I'm back.
Right, as I did,
Don't mind.
would you just like to relay to us anything that occurred that is worthy of note?
Very little in the way of noises, really. Trying to start at the beginning, really. It was quite dark in there. Couldn't see very much at all. There was a couple of occasions when the exterior light on here, on this building, came on, so it lit it up a little bit more. Didn't have any feelings of trepidation or anything being in there. It was fine. And I sat myself where we'd been on the chairs in the middle, where we'd been in session 1. It took quite a while for anything to kind of grab my attention in any way. First thing was a figure of a girl and I'm going to repeat the description, although you guys might think it's familiar, as I started to when I started thinking about it. But she kind of appeared one bay across on the right hand side from where I was, and she was about 7 or 8, wearing a yellow dress with longish dark hair. It kind of appeared as though she was appearing, but not really. I couldn't say that she was physically there, it was probably more in my mind. That was one thing, she was there, she was gone. Then I had thoughts of a large brown dog, probably Alsatian size. Then that went.
Did you experience anything on your body at all? Any feelings?
Yeah, a couple of things. The next sensation was as though there was a breath on the side of my face, from the right hand side. Couldn't be sure there wasn't a draft, but I wasn't aware there'd been one before or afterwards, so that was quite distinct. All these are commented on my footage anyway. Then the name Muriel came out of nowhere. Then there was a faint tap over towards my right hand side, and I asked for that to be repeated, and there was an identical noise but further over on my left, down further in the depths of the building. So it was further away but a similar noise, but certainly not in the same location at all. But there was no further repetition, no doubles, no nothing like that. And then I had a bit of a pain develop in the right side of my chest, which then started to fade, because it then went to the top right of my arm, and the area between my elbow and the shoulder on my right arm actually felt like it was being bruised. It was quite almost being gripped quite tightly at one point, and I think that's about it. Other than and I'm going to chuck this in because I threw it in towards the end of the footage. I didn't know whether you were doing anything similar to what we'd done with you. With my mind was going on shapes and colours, and I didn't know whether you were going to do it. You hadn't said to me you were going to do it.
We did do it.
You did do it. Okay, right.
So we are looking for a shape and a colour.
Okay, all right then. As I explained to my footage, I didn't know whether this was just me thinking of it, because the problem I found was that I started thinking through the process I'd already done when I was sat in here and what we'd done for Ian.
Yeah, we thought that.
And you don't know whether it's stuff that's actually coming in or stuff you're making up because you're thinking
Of how we thought before.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. But it was an orange circle.
Well, we thought of a yellow circle.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
We had a pain in your right wrist,
Okay.
a pain in your left big toe,
Tingling.
sorry.
Didn't notice that.
Intense heat around the neck and face or head.
No.
You really said left, so it wasn't that really.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham's was
Oh, footfalls.
Yeah, 3 footfalls.
Didn't hear anything that I would say was a footfall.
and I asked for you to receive a flick on the left ear.
However, when you were there,
Yeah.
we had stuff going on in here.
Yeah.
All right.
So we
I
were
didn't-
a little distracted.
I have to say, I didn't comment on this because I thought, no, that's a bit silly. I did wonder whether at some point, I had in my mind that there was a pulling on my left ear. It's not going to be on the footage because I kind of thought,
Ignore that.
no, I've just passed that by, but I'll raise it because you mentioned it now.
Not a lot we can do with that evidentially, is
No, not really.
Jay, can I just ask you something though? Just something that occurred to me, I don't know where it came from, but I just had the impression you would almost ask for something to happen for us in here.
Only to the point of, because it was getting a little bit quiet in there, I suppose, and there didn't seem to be much happening for probably about the first 10 minutes. And I was asking for them to relay stuff from you to me. So I was getting a little bit repetitious with that and saying, you know, if you are there, you know, the team are doing stuff. Can you relate to me?
I did that.
Yeah. I didn't in essence ask for them to bring anything to here, no.
Okay. Oh well, another worthy experiment.